Hello everybody. I'm going to show you how to replace a bathroom faucet. Same principles apply to any faucet. Here's the new faucet. It's a Peerless, something we bought at Lowe's. I've already installed 3 of these in other sinks in the house. This is the 4th and final one. It's a pretty easy installation. So the first thing you're going to have to do is go underneath the sink, turn off the water. Here's the cold water. Turned off the hot water. So the next step is to disconnect the water lines where they attach to the sink, to the faucet I mean. I'm going to go turn those counterclockwise. You may or may not need a tool depending on how hard those were installed. I disconnected the water lines from the faucet up there. This is a really tight cabinet, so it wasn't conducive to getting my camera up there. But you can see how this is meant for a wrench if you need it. So I just used my crescent wrench there and turned it and then drained it into this little bucket here. And then here's the cold water one. You can see how it attaches all the way into the wall. And then the next thing you want to do after you disconnect those is come up and just turn your faucet on, even though there shouldn't be anything there. And when I hear a bunch of water down below, and a whole bunch of water just drained out of these, the vacuum effect. The next thing we need to do is get up under here again and where see the 2 black rings around where that water is dripping? Those just attach on here. When you screw them up, they tighten the faucet onto the sink here. So I'm going to reach under there, and that's where I'm going to use my leather gloves. You don't need these, but I just found it's easier to get leverage on it. I'm going to reach under there, unscrew those. I got those off, but they didn't want to come off by hand. So I grabbed some other pliers I had, and I really just used these like a screwdriver or I just put it like that when I was up there and just twisted them. Turn it like that. Now we're going to come back up to the old faucet, and it should be disconnected. So this thing should just lift right out of there. So the next thing we have to do is we've got to disconnect this pipe. I loosened those 2 up, and I'm going to just take this whole thing out here. And you can see how that's going to just come down, and it's filled with water. And then I just need to get this one off. I'm loosening this one here, and it's going to be the same deal. And just slide this out. The rest of these pipes that are on there, those are fine. Those will stay as is. But you can see the bottom of that pipe. That's disgusting. We're going to get rid of that whole thing. Now, one thing you want to make sure you keep are these little washers that are underneath, and I'm talking about this part right here. But what we have to do now, you see this big flange nut here, and that's this piece right here. I'm going to have to use one of my big crescent wrenches there and twist that off. So now we've got this loosened up here. We need to go up top. You got to pull this pop-up drain out. And you can see that it's broken there at the end. It's not supposed to be broken like that. As you see on this brand new one, you see how there's that hole there that is what's being held in there. So if yours is stuck in there, just go underneath. You'll have a pole like this that's sticking in the side of it that's holding it down. Once you take that out, this will just pop up. Now the next thing I'm going to have to do is take out this grimy looking silver piece, because when we're all done here, we're going to have this nice black top, which I'll unscrew it later for you, but that comes off of there. This one's giving me a little bit of trouble trying to take out. So what I'm doing right now, I've got a screwdriver down there. I've stuck it in there to get some leverage. I'm just going to start twisting it counterclockwise to try to break the silicone. Here's the screwdriver in this part. I just stuck it all the way in and turned it. But I hear, oh, there it goes. Boom. So I showed you how I went underneath the sink and used a screwdriver to twist this to break all that silicone. And then I just kept maneuvering that for a second. And this top silver piece that we're looking at here, in this sink here is just like this one here. It's just screwed on. So what we got to do is we got to twist that off, but this thing's been in here for 20 years. When I spin this, the whole thing is spinning. So what I'm going to do is, you may be able to see the hole in there. There's holes in the pipe. So I've just taken a little chisel here. Not really a chisel, but a punch. Just something I can reach across in there and go from one hole to the next to keep the pipe from moving. I'm using the base of my hammer here to hold the punch so I can show you what I'm doing. Grab the top of this thing and turn it. You see how it's turning. There we go. Alright, now we're cooking. Pull that the rest of the way off. Look at that. Okay, we've got the punch out. I'm just gonna pull this. Try to pull this out. Come on. There we go. I can feel it. I'm twisting. Oh gosh. Spent about 10 minutes down here cleaning this bottom flange right here. And that's going to allow that perfect seal that you're going to need to keep it from leaking. I'm going to come up here and clear all of this gunk. This is the old silicone that was in there. So all I'm going to do is take a knife like this and start cutting that out. Again, this will be another one. Spend a few minutes doing it. This is where the old faucet came off. And I'm just going to take a flat razor like this, scrape it off, and then also use some of this kitchen cleaner. Spray it on there, let it sit for a few minutes. That way it's nice and clean. So I spent probably no more than 10 minutes scraping this out of here. There you go. Same thing up here. I sprayed some of that cleaner on there, let it sit for a few minutes, wiped it off. Now the next step is to put the new faucet in. So you can see how I just placed that in there. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to place it in there. I'm going to then take these plastic nuts, go underneath once I put those in the holes, and then just hand tighten these all the way to the top. I'm also going to use my leather gloves because I can get a little more leverage to twist those on there tight. Doesn't need to be any more than hand tight. Now this particular faucet, the instructions tell you to use silicone, so I'm going to use this silicone. You can see I've got the silicone on there. Nothing fancy about this, doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to place it in here. Try to do it as neatly as possible. Here I am under the sink. I've got these black nuts, this one and this one, screwed all the way up against the top. I used my leather glove to really twist on that pretty hard to keep them nice and tight. And then the next thing I'm going to do is attach the water hoses back to the bottom of the faucets and tighten those. And the reason I'm going to do that now while the sealant, the silicone, is still a little bit wet, is that way if I'm twisting with a wrench and it moves the faucet a tiny bit, it's no big deal. I can still move it in place before the silicone hardens. I have the water lines connected back to the faucet. I've got those black nuts tightened so the faucet is really tight against the sink. So now we'll go back up top here and see how our sink is doing. It looks pretty straight on. I've got it straightened. You can see that the silicone has squeezed out around the outside. That's actually a very good thing. Now you just gotta wipe that off. I wiped off all of the excess silicone. All I did was take a dry paper towel at first and kind of just scoop off the worst of it and did all the way around. And then once I did that, I took a paper towel, got a little bit of the mineral spirits on it, just made it a little bit wet, and then just cleaned off the bottom and the edge of that. So now it looks perfect. But now we've got to put this hose, this pipe back in. This is the drain. And we're going to unscrew this. And what's going to happen with this component, we're going to put silicone all the way around that lip there. And we're also going to put a whole bunch of silicone right here. And you know, you can set that in there and kind of see where the silicone needs to start. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use Teflon tape around the top of this. All the way around that. The instructions don't tell you to do that, but if you follow the instructions, you're going to have leaks. So this is experience talking. You're also going to need the Teflon tape on this surface down below here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to untwist this all the way down. I'm just going to do a trial fit because I want to know where to put the Teflon tape. All right. So I've got that in there. You can see I've got that in the sink. And then underneath here, I've got the pipe. Just tightened up against the bottom of the sink. It's not done. You can see it's a little loose. That's fine. All I'm doing right now is just trying to figure out where that rubber seal comes in contact with the sink. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this apart. It's real simple. Just going to take that down. We've got the Teflon tape on there, as you can see. About 2 layers, top and bottom there. When I say bottom, I mean bottom. 2 layers there wrapped around clockwise as you look down from the top there. 2.5 layers. And then the last thing that we're going to do here is this plumber's putty. And we're going to make a bead of plumber's putty and we're going to put it all the way around the top of this thing. Got the plumber's putty on there. You can see about the size of what I used there. And I'm just going to press that around, make a little different shape to it. That's what it looks like after I press it down. You can see I've made it tighter, or thinner at the top of the bead and wider at the bottom. Did that on purpose just to make sure when it goes up inside that hole there, it seals against the bottom of the sink. All right, I've got silicone on there. It's not real pretty. Doesn't have to be real pretty. And I've got some silicone in there. You don't want to get it past the hole. You want to just leave it on the angled surface. And I'm going to place this one in here. Place the cap, flip it over and place it in there. I'm going to go up underneath. I'm going to spin this around while I hold that until the cap is tight on that. And then once I've done that, I'm going to start spinning this nut here clockwise. That's going to push this plastic or this rubber washer up, and then it's going to seal the washer and the plumber's putty up against the bottom of the sink. One thing you got to make sure of, very important, this piece here, this little nub that's sticking out, that needs to face the back of the sink, so like that. Okay, that's done. One underneath, you can now see that you can see the sealant has squirted out. That's fine. We're going to clean that off. Notice I have not yet tightened this nut. Talking about this one here, I'll do that in a second. That's going to push everything up there. Okay, I've tightened that nut. And you can see this plumber's putty coming off. That's fine. It's just going to get pinched off. So I'm just going to pull off the excess. No big deal. That's why you want extra. Now it's time to put the pipes back on so that this thing will work. From leaking out. So I'm going to put that in there. And just tighten that up a bit. And we might have to adjust that a little bit later. So it's just kind of hanging there by that. Then we're going to take this trap part here, and it needs to go up in this pipe, but also it needs to attach over here. Now, sometimes these aren't perfectly aligned and you'll get leaks just because this isn't perfectly aligned. If that's the case, you just loosen them all up a little bit and you let them relax, and then you tighten them back up. So I'm gonna get my leather glove out and tighten these a bit. Like I said, you can get better grip on them that way. That's just how I like to do it. So this is the part that goes in the sink. This is the stopper. Remember that little knob that I said needs to face the back of the sink? That's what this is for. This is going to go into that back knob, and while this part is in the sink, this is going to go through the hole here. I'm going to screw this knob tight. That is going to go inside one of those. First thing you do is you put the stopper in, and then you take this pole, you put it in, tighten that nut like I showed you earlier, and then you pull down on this pole so that it pushes the stopper up. Alright, so with this pole pushed down, it's going to push the stopper up that's in the middle of the sink, and then the pole, that's that little pole that you lift at the back of the sink to make the sink stopper go down, is this pole here. So I'm going to lift that pole in the back of the sink, and you see that's what happened. Now if you push that back down, the stopper is going to go up. That's how it all works together. You just got to play with how you want that adjusted. Everything's put together, everything's attached, all of the water lines are connected, but of course I haven't turned it back on. So now's the moment of truth. So let's get cold water turned on. So I've got it turned on. I'm going to come up top, turn the water on. Cold water comes out, hot water comes out. We're just going to run that for a couple of minutes. I've run the water for several minutes, haven't noticed any leaks yet. But what I'm looking for as far as the leaks go is any leaks in any of the joints. That should be obvious there. Definitely important to look at the top where I had all the plumber's putty. I don't see anything. That's totally dry, which is great. You feel around, nothing. Sometimes feeling down here on the bottom of this trap, that's where stuff will accumulate. I haven't felt anything. So right now I've got a nice dry floor here. I'm going to cover that with paper towels and then come back every few minutes and check it out. And if after an hour or so it hasn't leaked, I know I'm good. The water that I put up top in the sink is still there. I don't see any water anywhere. I've looked at the plumber's putty. That whole spot there is totally dry. So I'm going to drain the sink. I'm going to run it for a few more minutes with the paper towels on the floor here. And then I'm going to come back and check, and assuming we have no leaks, this job is done. The faucet is fully installed. See, it's nice and straight. There's not a single wet spot on any of those. These are not wet spots. It's just how the light's hitting them. Thanks for watching.